Advance warp drive in 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the Voyage. In this episode I actually intend to talk about how I got my YouTube channel name, ComputerPimp. Well, until then, I will see you at a very secret section of the Starbase. I will call it Platform 9 3/4. That's actually a hint on how to get there. Okay, now we are down in the secret area of the Starbase. If you look up, there's the operations section, which is where I pretty much was. There's where I was standing at. And underneath it all is a little area that you use to house shuttlecraft. And look, you even have shuttle activity. I saw a post on this in the forums and really didn't know how to get here until my fleet admiral actually found out by accident, I think, and he posted how to get here. The only bad part is the only way out from down here is actually to beam out, so it's no problem. Like I said, in this episode I intend to talk about how I got my YouTube channel name. And actually it was a nickname given to me from school. Believe it or not, this channel, the ComputerPimp, was actually the very first YouTube name that I had. I switched over to Basic Computer Help because I didn't want to put computer help videos on this one. And I also went to a very small school in which I was one of the few people that actually knew computers. And also I was the only person that consistently had money. And at times I would actually have a ton of it, which was a bit strange for that time because it was in 2001, right after September 11th, and in Detroit the economy got really bad at that point. I also got that nickname because when people borrowed money from me and they didn't return the money in a timely fashion, I kind of became their closest, most personal friends in the most creepy way possible. I was that kind of a person. I know people will ask, and I am actually rotating the screen around every once in a while to show you guys this area. I am actually intending, at the end of this video, I will post how to get down here. The 9 3/4 reference, for people that don't know, is actually a Harry Potter reference. That was the platform that they had to get to, that Harry Potter had to get on the train to Hogwarts. Also, there's an interview of me up on the Prince of Mill Ave channel. He runs a web series called MMO Anthropology. Me and him he had an interview with me a while back, shortly after Season 6 came out. And he posted it up just a little while ago. Well, from my perspective, yesterday. This will go up Monday, so he released it Thursday. And I learned one very important thing. I really have to upgrade my computer to get this game to look really sweet. Now I will show you the bridge that I actually have, the way it looks on my computer. This is the way the bridge looks on my computer. As you see, I'm sitting on in my captain's chair. There's my ready room over there. Turbo lifts. As you can see, the lighting is not very great. That is because my graphics card, I am actually sitting on a laptop. My graphics card isn't the best. I did not buy a computer to have the sweetest looking game possible. All it had to do was be capable of playing this game, and that's it. I toned the graphics down just to play it really smoothly. In his video, I was actually, as soon as it will, I was standing approximately right here, and my shadow got cast right in the middle of the view screen and me. And it actually looked like it was coming from up there at that white blob. It's actually a light. So yeah, on his computer this looks actually pretty sweet. On my computer it's actually not bad looking, but it's not the best look out there either. So as I start making these videos and saving my money, I guess I will have to buy a nice computer just to do it. And I can't see the tribbles on the Starbase, which sucks. Another issue, well, not issue, but another thing I wish to add to that interview that I didn't think of when I made that interview, when I had that interview, was that in other games I never once got into role-playing. Actually, in EverQuest and stuff, the role players were kind of the people that I laughed at, to be honest with you. I didn't care much about role-playing. I didn't understand why people would role-play in a game. It's a video game. Why? Who cares? You just don't have a life or anything. In this game, no, the only thing with Stowe, you kinda, if you don't roleplay, you're the people on the outskirts. You're in the minority in this game. All you have to do is go to K7, Drozana, Deep Space Nine, Bajor, and the Klingon Starbase. That's also an Eta Eridani. I forget its name off the top of my head. They also do a lot of role-playing in those environments. The fleet that I am in is a role-playing fleet, and I have to admit, even though I don't do as much as a lot of people role-playing as a lot of people do in this game, I still do a little bit. Like during the 2800 featured episode series, I only went on to Deep Space Nine when I had to, until we liberated Deep Space Nine. And that was only one time because I had to trade like prototype weapons to get Mark 12 stuff. Otherwise, when the shuttle event came out, you know, Operation Gamma, I actually went onto my ship, went down to the transporter room to transfer over to my shuttlecraft. So I do light role playing. I'm rarely actually deep into my characters. Like William McCormick, this one that I have here, is the only one that I actually have a backstory. Like the Trill, I actually have a story for the tattoo on his forehead that I came up with. He used to have a goatee when I first started playing him. I gave him a little like Mirror Universe style goatee that Spock had in Mirror Mirror. I had him shave that off when he turned captain, and then I came up with a backstory behind that. So this is really the only character that I do any kind of role playing in a medium or hard fashion. Which is a bit weird because 3 of my female fleet mates prefer my Klingon, J10, my Federation Klingon, over any other of my characters. And and also he can't go to K7 without me getting telling me how unwelcome I am at K7. How my kind isn't welcome at K7. Sometimes it's amusing, I will admit. It does get annoying if I beam into a very popular instance of K7 and most of them are role players, and then I get a bunch of tells that just annoy the crap out of me. And everybody that's about to ask, yes, I know that I have a DOF mission completed. It's a critical success on something that grants me a buff on that one. So, I won't actually accept it until I go back into playing this game. Alright, so until next time, peace. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I will actually show you now how I got to platform, what I call the platform 9 3/4. As you see, this is the transporter room that you beam into when you come onto your Fleet Starbase, and then the main operations area. If you look at either side of the wall, and go 3/4 of the way in to your transporter room, you can phase right through the wall. And then for the video, I just dropped straight down. Now if I had the elements displayed to show, it would look like this, you would see I am not picking anything up on the tricorder. And then you go beam up, which would take you straight out, or dismiss.